Hello, my Facebook family and friends. It's a pleasure to be here again today. So, I have decided that for starting today and for every day in November, I am going to come on and preach my sermon, so to speak, about co-parenting. So, I'm going to start with a quotation. It's easier to build strong children than to repair broken people. And this is the foundation of why each parent needs to give their parenting responsibility 100%. It's not a matter of 50-50. It's a matter of 100%. In the same way, if we have a relationship with a partner, we're not expecting the person to give us 50%. We're expecting them to give the 100. And likewise, we give 100%. And it's the same way that if a relationship breaks up in which we had children, we should commit to that 100% responsibility. Why am I passionate about co-parenting? That in my reflection on my own life, I realized that I raised 3 children with minimal input from their dads. And it has just given me this drive to crusade for the importance of both parents working together with civility to raise their children. The reason why I say with civility is that communication is one of the most significant and impactful activities in the co-parent relationship. Because whether the kid is 6 months or 26 years, it's a lifespan that's going to take us from birth right to the marriage of that child through many different social activities that are related to our family lives that we don't usually divest ourselves from. We don't divest ourselves from first day in kindergarten. We don't divest ourselves from first day in primary school, graduations, prize givings. So there are ongoing social activities that are germane to family life. And we have to learn to work together in these circumstances with civility and respect. Civility and respect is the core foundation of any relationship, but more so in a co-parenting relationship where we are no longer living together, we're no longer in the same house of residence. So we are building a new communication culture that has to support the well-being of our children. The well-being in the sense that in communication, 70%, especially with 0 to 10 years, of communication is non-verbal. The children are watching you. They are taking their cues. They are watching the body language. They are watching the oohs and the ahs and all the other not so child-friendly comments that we make. So it is absolutely important that we conduct ourselves with respect and with civility. So we avoid animosity no matter how we feel about the other person, and yet we've been through lots of hurt and pain as we navigate this process. Some of us are healing maybe 10 years later, 20 years. Many of us still have unresolved trauma from the experience. But negative and unproductive communication cannot coexist in an effective co-parent relationship, because we are modeling a behavior that is not it's not positively impactful to the child or the children that we are co-parenting. And we know that we must protect our children from witnessing and participating in protracted conflicts and arguments. I mean, let's face it, if we're in the street and there's somebody brawling, we take our children and we run. We don't stand around and wait to see what happens. So it's the same way we should build a hedge of protection and a wall in our family lives that wall our children off from this kind of negative behavior and communication. Because the behavior we model are going to impact the lives of our children for a very long time. Psychologists say that each child models the behavior of that same-sex parent for a long time, and it's the most impactful relationship they will have in their very early years. So I just want to stress today the importance of civility and respect in communication in the parenting relationship. That it is foundational, it is a must, and we must cooperate. For the next few days, I am going to talk a bit about the role of gender stereotypes in the parenting relationship. Because whether we want to believe it or not, the parenting stroke co-parenting relationship is an extremely gendered relationship in our communication, in our media portrayal, and in the way we assign values of nurture and care to women and prioritize those as roles that mothers should take on. And I would like to support the view that even if these were traditional beliefs, there is so much that has changed in the world and this landscape of family life that continuing to follow those gender roles and gender stereotypes will never facilitate real change in the co-parenting relationship. Because what we're doing and will continue to do is assign special roles, meaning that they are designed for one parent and other roles are defined for another parent. And without stealing the thunder of tomorrow, let me give you one for an example. That women are designed for nurture and men are designed for providing. Men should be providers and breadwinners. Well, as we know, the socioeconomic landscape has changed so much that it's eroding those very values that we have assigned before our very eyes. So I will be digging deep into those in the next 2 days. So thank you for joining me. And I'm just so looking forward to share on the issue of gender stereotypes in this relationship. So wherever you are, you have a wonderful day, and it was great to talk to you. Bye for now.